Welcome to our recently completed interior preparation and painting project. In this home, located in Seattle's Phinney neighborhood, we painted the entire main floor, the stairwell, and the second floor hallway. The entire project was approximately 4,000 square feet. Here are some of the before photos, starting with the living room. You can see that the client experimented with colors before we started this project. And the dining room adjacent to the living room. Here is a before of the foyer entry area and the staircase heading to the second level, and the top of the staircase and landing area. We started by setting up and covering the floors of the entire area that will be painted. A jet filtration system is used during the entire process of this project. We cover the windowsills to catch any drips from painting above. We also cover any furniture that is left behind or moved to the center of the room. Sticky mats are used in high traffic areas where employees enter and exit the home. As we begin the process, we also begin patching approximately a dozen holes. We begin by measuring the size of the hole using tape to create a template. Using that sizing, we measure a new piece of drywall and cut it to match the size of the hole. Here are some of the holes that we repaired in this home. Each hole was measured and drywall was cut to fit. The drywall is then put in water to soften the paper for a smooth finish. Each piece is then placed in the appropriate hole and tape secured to prevent it from falling out. Once dry, plaster is mixed and prepared in the new piece of drywall. And once set in the proper place, the first coat of plaster to the wall can be applied. With care and consideration, each hole is plastered, then the excess plaster is carefully removed. Once the first coat is dry, a second coat is applied, and once dry, a third coat is applied. In this house, the walls were smooth, therefore no texturing was needed. Once the third coat is dry and each hole has been sanded and smoothed, a coat of primer can be applied to each spot. Now that the drywall repair is finished, we can begin priming the walls. First, we start priming the trim, as you can see in this picture of the foyer and again at the top of the stairs. We trim out and prime the ceiling and crown molding as well. Once the trim is coated, we can begin the technique of cutting in the walls all over the house. You can see here in the living room and in the dining room, and around the ceilings, and all moldings are all being cut in preparation for painting the bodies of the wall. We then apply the first full coat of primer. The second coat of paint needs to be cut in just as was done with the first coat. You can see the difference in coverage from the first and second coats as we begin to roll out the body of the walls. The jet filtration is used throughout the job and even after the final coats are applied. Once we are done painting, we clean out our workspace and even clean all the windows before marking this job as complete. You can now look at the finished product. Here is the living room complete. Here is a finished picture of the adjacent dining room. Here's a different angle of the same living space. And here is a finished picture of the foyer. Next is a finished photo of the stairwell. And last, we have a few pictures of the top of the stairs and landing area. Now we can look back and compare our before and after results. Here is a picture of the living room before and after. Here is a picture of the adjacent dining area before and now after. Here is another angle of the dining room area before and after, and a different angle of the living room before and after. Here is the foyer before and a picture after. Here is the stairwell before and after, and at the top of the stairwell before and after. Last, we have the landing area before and after. And that's it. On behalf of Healthy Painting, we thank you for watching.